Na Emma Bibianya come.
Okay. Kofi.
Problem one.
Oh, Bibianya. Say, you're trying to say, Biabaka, a Chelsea verse 10, 11 to 12.
And then, oh,
You say, maybe. Send me a draw. Chelsea verse 10, 11 to 12.
Now, oh, dear.
It was 14 points in a 13 years to us with you.
As I would start to fight and we're done now. We just fight.
A time in here.
98 now start. Me time I now start to fight. Because me the only me mate man dedicated me now. I'm dedicated to you.
I say is a new verse I can James home.
11 and 12.
Chelsea 10, 11 to 12.
11 to 12.
Same P.
Say no Bournemouth share go share match no. And I see Chelsea according 1 point. You see Chelsea that 12.
I see young guy.
I'm not near I think. Rich, do we agree say the English Premier League is the most difficult league in the world now? I think in terms of managers, that is not an argument that you can agree. Say English Premier League, you know, some of the, in fact, the world's best managers are there. Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Mikel Arteta. These are the top 3. Of course, the other ones are other parts of the world. Carlo Ancelotti, you mentioned their names, but some of the top managers, no, are English Premier League, and I think that a testament in a kind of league battles. If you go to the German Bundesliga, all of a sudden, Xabi Alonso added the Bayern Leverkusen side now. NBA League move by 13 points to the extent that Thomas Tuchel has conceded defeat to Bayern Leverkusen. In the Italian Serie A, International Milan and Simeone Inzaghi have done a brilliant job. 14 points difference. Even Enra, South Juventus Boya, it tells you the old ladies of Italian football are falling off. Look at AC Milan, look at Lazio, look at all of these teams. And you see, somebody who thinks that it is because they are doing well now. Niema Inter very, very apparent. And they say, all the league leaders say, well, Europe, league leaders are almost squad building, spent more money than International Milan. In fact, Inter, most of them players and they as top players or even part of the squad, free players that came on loan or came for free. It's remember Marco Anatovic or your passes prime or your part of Inter squad. No. When Acerbi was joining International Milan, he was just from Lazio for peanuts. Then Oberbo Obi to say Marcus Thuram, player from Leverkusen, but then for free International Milan. Look at Akan Kranoglu, look at Enrique Mkhitaryan, look at all of these players. Where did Denzel Dumfries come from? Federico Di Marco. All of these players in a season and over Romelu Lukaku. So you would give credit to Inter for and the job that they've done in Italy. Of course, for Paris Saint-Germain, we are perennial masters of France on them. And then Real Madrid are the closest to Tima, to a friend is Liverpool in terms of the points gap, or the different leagues for Spain. So it tells you, say, across all of Europe, all of these teams prove your momentum. Now, and now you start to see about who may win the league with respect to number of games are kind of. The teams are a coincide across a catch across the 3 teams. No, you mentioned Aston Villa. I've seen already Tottenham Hotspur across them, and these are difficult teams to play against. As now let's start this our process, and Liverpool about 29, Arsenal about 29, Man City about 29, and then you may. Arsenal a very, very important game starting from home at Luton. A game where you expect Arsenal to go ahead and beat Luton or Emirates. I'll bet a very difficult game, because what you're Luton for now. In the last few games, Luton have been very, very difficult to play against. Games of Mabobiano, you find it very difficult to play against, regardless of the teams are over whether at home or away. But Arsenal's record since the turn of the year in 2024, especially OFA, where they've gone over 9 games without losing a single game, very important. Mania, very important even for Arsenal. Sad record with the number of goals that they've conceded throughout the games of Mabo, less than 6 goals throughout 2024 in the games of Mabo in the English Premier League. So it tells you, say, Once Arsenal air show be 6-0, air show 4-0, air show 5-0, there is also quality to make sure some control game no and concede less chances our games so we expect Arsenal our big game against Luton no, they will go ahead and get a job that a regular lineup they expected. Raya imposed Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Rice, Trossard, Denya Shaka, Kai Havertz, and Martinelli when he mono. We expected they should be able to do their job. The Luton team are good, especially in recent times. Juma Osha boys beat to say Onyedema Mo and Ross Barkley and finding a former team in him, even with Mengi and a former Manchester United player Tai Chong. How good they've been playing for Luton side now. You expect to give Arsenal some hell, but definitely Arsenal be too much for them to go ahead and beat them. Then to the camp of Manchester City, almost elbow against Aston Villa. I think that this is a more difficult game than Arsenal game elbow against Luton. Which watch it. Pep Guardiola any Man City for Netflix documentary no. Michelle, say won't share Netflix documentary in Man City for the na. I beg, watch it, and it will be copyrighted work. It means me just a sniper. It's not being actually rich, well detailed. Now, idea about it stuck with me when I watch it now. A1. Pep catch any players when they went to lose to Southampton. You know, my last FA Cup game, say football, it is say abrabo life. Say ulusi ball, no, your personal battle. Now body language, and in a way, so winning ball the back. Then you are not serious, and he doesn't think they are supposed to play for him. Now, I believe it's our fans need to come for Manchester and Southampton. All we need they have to pay for their heat fee. And they've paid to come and watch them. Almost where you don't deserve to play under him, Joseph Guardiola. The biggest part was that Champions League final preparations. No? Pep catch the boys and say, oh, 3 back now you see in Tabono. And you 3 back who be out. And you 3 back and Frank Lampard and Chelsea Bobby last season and you 3 back be a show. And that's the level of confidence that Joseph Guardiola and in the teams now. Manchester City on my last game, so I'm about draw against Arsenal, draw against team my friend Liverpool, 1-0 loss against in match day 15 against Aston Villa, 3-3 against team your friend Torian Mosper, 1-1 against Liverpool, and 1-0 against Arsenal. A game so against the top half teams, they suffer to play against them. Obian himself, Aston Villa this season has been very, very difficult for any team to play against a very tough game. My only issue is that Etihad. And when Pep Etihad, and the final lap, EPL for the run in, they know they will have enough to make sure they push to go and get the final lap of the season going. I think that Manchester City and Pep will navigate this one and get the win. Oh my God, I say Erling Haaland and now he should be a Division 2 player near the day. You see, I have me raised the visions of Erling Haaland. I think he makes it too easy for people to defend against City. And when I make catch you. So a physical centre back, quite aggressive with him not going in a physical battles now, he would manage to defend against them. But that aside, you will look at the general play of Erling Haaland and it's just a Division 2 football. About goals, proper goals. And I agree with Pep Guardiola, like I say, Asema Roy Kane can on any journey because you're the best striker in the world. In terms of numbers, the numbers when you 2 seasons ago for City last season were almost unattainable for Nipebia, and it tells you the quality he has. It's just that as the season goes by, a lot of teams map out strategy to try and stop Erling Haaland with the quality that he comes with. Pep said he disagrees with them. We are expecting the same lineup again with Lewis back into the team with Rodri and Silva and a double pivot, Foden, Ulen Alvarez, and Jeremy Doku, because of course against Luton they will sit back into who will be able to keep it the width and then do a lot of 1v1 duels from the outside. Aston Villa play with a lot of high line, especially with on the left hand side with some combination play. So push it high up. That is where Pep may use third man runs from Phil Foden and then Rodri and Bernardo Silva to break them down. I'm expecting there will be a lot of goals first of all. Of course, Liverpool, Arsenal going on. And Ramika just said Todd Bowley interview. Our Forbes. Forbes essentially a big financial magazine. Some of the big billionaires, successful people, they interview them about some line of work, how they were able to get to the top in terms of business. Now, Todd Bowley essentially was called, I was interviewing him. Or can Sembi, they were very, very telling. Now, Michelle article now for Troy, and this is the front page of Force, and the heading here, Top Wealth Advisors 2024 Forbes, the Golden Globe Trotter Todd Bowley, the wealth billionaires from the 100 billion club to a new generation of sports team owners. The ultra wealthy have never been richer. Here is who is up, who is down, who is new, and who is out. Essentially, an interview, I know movies at Todd Bowley about some of Chelsea, you know. Challenges, no, anything. How are they trying to navigate our challenges, no? Because Obiaji Tumu said, if you go to England, the conversation is that Todd Bowley, Magdad, Gbali, and Felicio, the job they've done at Chelsea thus far has been symbolic. And Obi Etimisha Billionaire and Nimaka Chen said, many how they are going about the project. And until the project will succeed, we have every right to call Todd Bowley a clueless man. And it has gone on in a British media for a very long time. Now, along those lines, no, we say Todd Bowley has said about the Chelsea project. Now, Rich T. I say, we just need to let the process develop and give our squad the time to go from being unbelievable individual players with great skills to fold into a team. We just have to continue to stay the course, told Forbes. You see, semantics, especially lexical semantics, the use of words, diction, Sanyaman, is very, very important. So, who follow a be a writer be a and for billionaires like Todd Bowley, or me, are very careful with our choice of words any chance. Which unim me who sa head away no, I could conclude from just first two lines now, and it's a space of writing, especially the last one. We just have to continue to stay the course. So Chelsea will not depart from our project, no. As about Todd Bowley, last line. So, I want to sound on a way of doing the project. Because what, recently, in Conference, Chelsea should try and add some experienced players to the mix. And at Chelsea, for now, I've gone on to buy.
Because you there normal. Because you don't expect Todd Bowley to say, you buy a new project, no, and be a best no. Even so, best son public onka. Oh, I can't also. You buy a new project there, you know. You feel say a true LC Abacase in ye. And you want to continue. Near result a benya. Then it be a later no. See a big changey and near man a bit tricky baby kakra. So these things are normal. Me, I don't expect to bully so about betina. You know, a bontia Abacase. Yeah, project now, you know, and now you start here, you know.
No, but Richard,
and you're going to son.
Todd Bowley and no. So what's it? My reference is to the last line of Todd Bowley at some kind.
Yeah.
And I make
they will continue
to stay the
course.
Exactly. And I make say there have been calls in the media, especially in the UK, say Chelsea for experience in Mambekao. And with Todd Bowley last line, it looks as if the Chelsea will go that lane still. Somewhere in crown. It is a Chelsea now say, your team no first near Todd Lampard, Drogba, among first somebody be shame, winner. They said no. That's what they want to go at least for the next short term. Because unbelievable say a whole number. And so we did the first line at the time. Asima Todd Bowley can say players near Tono. Only just individually brilliant players.
And they are young.
I can see a boom.
I
can see a boom near form a team with them. And I'm telling you, my conclusion from these two things. First of all, Chelsea best project in the short term. Again, based on this alone, if I can make conclusions based on this, I don't think that Chelsea will sack Mauricio Pochettino at the end of the season. They would want to stay the course. Now there is something more telling than Mauricio Pochettino, Todd Bowley, and again, I'll say the good news is people care so much, and the bad news is people care so much. And I'll explain that leads to times when they are frustrated with a team and the owners. I get that. But we just have to continue to stay the course, he told Forbes. And I think that top part is excellent for somebody who is a leader. Say, you go for the club, no, it's good news. But although now go for also the dog club, no, and also sounds money bad news because it do maybe in go for the club now, I'm here frustrated of method Bali, of me near Baghdad Bali, any Lawrence Felician because they believe we say a human here. Who results because of any passion or club needs to know. Maybe you're clueless. Maybe you're and we get so frustrated. Say you better turn it on the team. But also to boss there be so a Chelsea near or person can you say at the end of the day, I see it to your boss near shade the real beko. Now say Todd Bowley say he just has to stay the course they are. Then it means that maybe in the summer there may be more signings. So can I list we? The £1 billion bottle jobs.
1.1 billion pounds
bottle job. Me have a problem with this.
12.
I have a problem with the number, no. And we will not talk at the finances. Me you look at it, but later and watch it into brackets now. See, fees include potential add-ons. So of course you can't say it's 1 billion. But and then this come away. But these are the players that Chelsea at. Chelsea would hope. And now Chelsea are sending scouts to go to Portugal because that Benfica airborne and it's Sporting. And going there was for 2 reasons. First reason, me catch when I say David Austin didn't come over. Austin in come di mo no. Wajiatum say oh, me nya sure say you be sake position Pochettino in next year. But the game is so much hinge on results. Say English Premier League no. Now say Bournemouth etimi ebe pound. Although you have 3 games in hand to 7th place West Ham, any 2 games in hand against 8th place Newcastle, Crana. Say that 12, it is not good enough. And uti ushaya a lot of the pundits want to say if the results begin to go bad, especially when they believe that Chelsea should be able to get results, then there will be pressure on him. Chelsea have gone on to make sure that they still go and keep tabs on Ruben Amorim. Liverpool for only are closing in on Amorim. Now the options are 2. And make sure the last time in the summer, the managerial market will be much more intense than the player market. Because one, Richardo, many coaches and a lot of coaches are leaving. Bayern so almost shortlisted Julian Nagelsmann possibly to return to them. Roberto Di Zerbi again back to Bayern. Then there is Ruben Amorim. Almost every top club or progressive there will keep a slight eye on. Liverpool have lost out on Xavi Alonso. Then I first pick. Julian Nagelsmann and sign a contract extension at DFP person signing. There's a possibility that he may not sign. If he doesn't, or even if for signing, there may be an out clause. Says about Euros New Year, he may go ahead and leave Germany team. Nagelsmann is on the market. Roberto Di Zerbi and Tony Bluma started didn't come up. Say he may leave. Or 12 to 13 million buyout clause on the contract team, he may not extend. Then there is the Ruben Amorim conversation again. And then at Sporting, Chelsea per striker. I don't know. Still, there is the need for a striker. And I think that a Dajini Palmer Todd Bowley in Baghdad Bali. And Sporting directors.
Okay.
And the boy called Victor Gyökeres, he's a top striker. And then you need time to speak about him.
And then I program come on, call for Oli Watkins.
Oli Watkins from Aston Villa.
I official Brantino. A go poacher.
Okay.
See, when I say be among Sabiti Akana.
Oli Watkins. Okay.
Oh, you're bad. And on the Premier League, you said no, I'm not going to do. Never on Kensha than you.
Premier League moon and a boy.
I mean, maybe they feel I have Anthony Moon.
Oh, by Anthony. And I Tony Man went.
Was it?
Tony Man went.
Your striker.
But Ocham see anymore, but more than come with baby girls. Watch out, way baby girls. But Rich, Ocham will par. There's a wish at Chelsea major team.
And you have a more day.
The son dynamics amount of a ball on his head of you at Stafford Bridge.
And young fans, 11 o'clock now. Yamaj Medino, M4 and 2 also in 704.5. My catch us set. They will call social media. I bet you draw no. But I say, of course, social media, the attorney say, your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and X, and I think TikTok, or no, yeah, they and share from your home. Inti like it, ne follow yang, because of the content be de odi be sua de be mo asere bibia content bia upe bia no oko aye Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X and a TikToker or like here na wa follow our social media handles no so na bibia I come.
I say almost 10 on notification because yes. You have see a lot of the stories will break and you had the two on them old notification to honor you get it fast and then so all
the on set can obia YouTube, Facebook hold na no on so